This is the AI Newsflash for August 3rd, 12 a.m. UTC. First up, hundreds of people turned out in northern Alberta, Canada on Sunday to protest against a large AI data center being built by Meta. The demonstration took place outside the county office in Morinville in Sturgeon County. The project is a 1 gigawatt AI data center worth more than $13 billion, and it is the first facility Meta is building in Canada. It is expected to be online within 2 to 3 years. Protesters chanted "Down, down with corporations." The organizer was Ben Baril, a 20-year-old business student at the University of Alberta, who said he had not expected this many people on a rainy, long weekend. Sturgeon County resident Jessica Tomashiro said her water and electricity prices are already high and asked how much higher they can go. A climate campaigner at the rally added that Albertans do not need to hand their resources over to an American billionaire. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has said the site will run on surplus power until a natural gas plant supplies it in 2030, and that its water use is comparable to a single golf course because the cooling system is closed loop. The province also runs a concierge service to attract hyperscale developers. That is the collision now playing out. A push to land AI infrastructure against residents worried about water and power bills. Next, Chinese robot maker Unitree has started the share issuance process for its listing on the Shanghai Stock Exchange's STAR Market. Subscriptions open on August 10th and run through the 12th. The company is issuing 40.45 million new shares, about 10% of its capital after the offering, to raise 4.2 billion yuan, roughly $620 million. Price discovery with institutional investors takes place on August 5th, with the offer price set the following day. CITIC Securities is lead underwriter. A successful listing would make Unitree the first humanoid robotic stock on China's A-share market. The filing also disclosed the numbers. Revenue in 2025 was 1.7 billion yuan, with gross margin above 60% on core businesses. Unitree shipped more than 5,500 humanoid robots, the most of any company globally, and has sold over 33,000 quadruped robots cumulatively. Overseas sales are consistently above 40%. First half 2026 revenue is forecast to grow between 36 and 45% year-on-year. The most telling detail is where the money goes. Close to half the proceeds are earmarked for core technology in embodied intelligence, meaning the AI models that control the robot's body rather than the hardware itself. Unitree also went from application to registration approval in 104 days, the fastest review on record for the STAR market. Third, nearly 6 in 10 adults in New Jersey support regulating how AI chatbots interact with people seeking mental health advice, according to new research from Rutgers University. The work came from the Eagleton Center for Public Interest Polling, together with the Center for Health Services Research. It draws on a statewide poll of 1,568 adults conducted from March 27th to the 30th, with a margin of error of plus or minus 3.2 percentage points. The findings were published in Health Affairs Scholar. The striking part is who wants the rules. Among people who had already used AI for mental health topics, close to 3/4 backed regulation. In other words, support is higher among users than among people who have never tried it. There is a policy gap behind this. More than 400 bills addressing health-related uses of AI have been introduced across the United States since 2025, but New Jersey has not enacted anything specific to this issue. The researchers frame the question as how to guarantee the quality and safety of AI tools people are already leaning on. Fourth, new survey data suggests the biggest thing slowing enterprise AI adoption is not model quality, it is broken cloud connectivity. The research was carried out by Census-Wide for Internet Exchange Operator DECX in July 2026, covering more than 400 IT and infrastructure decision makers in the United States and the United Kingdom. 96% said they were confident their networks could support cloud and AI demands over the next 2 years. In practice, respondents spend an average of 11.5 hours a week fixing network connectivity problems, more than a full working day. Over a third spend 11 to 20 hours a week on it, and just under 1 in 10 spend 21 to 40 hours. Company size drives a sharp divide. 71% of enterprises with 1,000 or more employees use private connectivity into the cloud, compared with just 31% of mid-sized firms with 100 to 249 staff. The leading complaints were latency at 28%, security vulnerabilities and DDoS attacks at 27%, and downtime at 26%. The bottleneck is the plumbing. Fifth, a menacing-looking rescue robot that went viral on social media turns out not to be running on autonomous AI at all. The machine is called Threehalves, built by California robotics company STA. It stands about 7 feet tall, with a humanoid upper body on a 4-legged chassis, a goat-like skull for a head with horns and glowing eyes. Photos of it carrying a chainsaw attachment began circulating around July 28th, and the reaction online ran heavily toward alarm. The actual control method is a remote human operator with a joystick. No algorithm is making decisions on its own. The quadruped lower body was chosen for stability that a bipedal design cannot match. The intended jobs are places too dangerous to send a person: wildfires, searching through rubble, toxic areas, and confined spaces. The company has also published its failure points, including pressure tanks that lock the robot in place instantly if punctured. The imagery traveled faster than the facts, and the facts describe a teleoperated tool. That's all for this AI news flash.